Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in, because in this video we are going to take a close look at the Mega Drive. I picked it up last year and I just wanted to check it out. What are we going to get with this? So this is like the new edition with 20 games, and they also call this the Street of Rage limited edition. I was more like, ooh, Street of Rage, I like Street of Rage. But I just wanted to see what are we going to get. It comes with built-in games, and of course it comes with Street of Rage games. But what I find interesting when you're looking at the back over here, we do have like a lot of great titles. I'm curious, like, what are they going to add more besides like eSWAT? Flicky is a fun game to play. Street of Rage 1 and 2. 2 is my favorite one, but yeah, it's actually only 1 and 2. Where's 3? Then we have like Sonic Spinball. So this thing is filled with a lot of cool things. So let's do a quick unboxing with you guys and let's see what we're going to get. So it is some old school stuff. So yeah, it's not going to have like any HDMI functionality. So this product does come with a very nice deluxe manual in different languages, because this thing was marketed for, yeah, normally Europe I would say, but I think this was more like a limited edition that was basically like only released in France. But it does come with some English like explanations, so I don't know exactly where it all has been sold. Nevertheless, that was back in the day, 2008, from Ed Games. It was even like before the time they made like the cool arcade machines and stuff they're doing now. And no, I'm not a fanboy or something like that of the new product, but it's like the fact, like back in the day they released a lot of like weird looking devices with a lot of Sega stuff. I don't know where it basically went wrong, but it doesn't even matter now. So let's take a close look at this thing. I don't know, man, like they look so strangely. Like there's a little bit of moment they never like use something like this, more like Mega Drive. So this thing does have like option to add your game through the slot. On off switch, we have like the reset, they call this thing, I'm guessing, the menu button. At the front we have like 2 controller ports so we can play with the games. It only came with the AV out, no, let's say, full RGB or HDMI. An input for the 9V. I just need to be honest, like these things come with, let's say, okay controllers, they're wireless. And yeah, it's still like old school technology. So far I know this is not 2.4 gigahertz that we're used to. The controllers overall are not like similar to the original Mega Drive or Genesis, but they're like not bad at all. They have like a different feel to it, especially when you're looking at the buttons. But the overall quality, I'm just going to be honest, it's not super bad. Like I've seen myself, so it's like some share of like these shitty like Mega Drive / Genesis consoles from China. And this I can tell you, don't forget the smell. Nope, not chemical. So let's connect this bad boy, let's power it on, and let's see what are we going to get. So fun fact, I already mentioned, this thing is like quite expensive. I paid a lot of money for it, don't ask me why. Oh boy, because I just love to make these reviews. Okie dokie, so let's power on the system itself. And when booting up, what you're going to get is the Ed Games logo. Wait, what? Wait, why doesn't it show the freaking Ed Games logo? Reset, okay, on and off. At first it shows like the Ed Games logo. Oh, there it is. Whoa, that was very quickly. Alright, so this thing works on 2 AAA batteries, and the other thing is like you do have the option to basically select it, play 1 and play 2. That is something like the Chinese can learn from, like the Chinese sellers or the creators, whatever. Because when you're having like these controllers with these, like say, knockoff systems normally, we also have like 1 and 2 player controllers, but you cannot switch between them. You know, like that's something of a very unique situation with the Ed Games. The games that are on this thing are pretty damn cool. So we have Alex the Kid, Alien Storm, Alternate Beast, Arrow Flash. So I must say that the collection is pretty damn awesome. So let's get to the next page. Even some Golden Axe 1 and 3. There's no 2, kind of weird, okay. There is no Street of Rage number 3. We do have even Virtual Fighter. So there's not like a big library of games, but we do have like a lot of decent games. So let's try a couple of them. Yeah, they will sound really slow because this is the Mega Drive version, so they are based on the PAL system we are familiar with. You know, as a child, I really didn't bother like with the PAL because you didn't know better, but now, oh boy. You need to hold the controller at least at the front for, like, say, like a very good... No, you're not going to kick my ass. There we go. Woo! Ha! The feature I really like about these controllers is not like it's like infrared or something. No, it's absolutely horrible. But that you have pressing the menu button on the controller and actually like goes back to the menu. So I think that's pretty damn cool. So one of those features, like let's say that the game stakes and stuff I've reviewed from AliExpress do have like none of those freaking like solutions or features. Let's crank up the volume. Don't you love those like systems that sounds like shit? But when you're looking at the overall like image quality, it's not super bad. Like, especially when you're playing on an LCD, you will see like when it has like pretty damn bad signal out. But this thing is not bad at all. But you know what's a fun thing? So let's grab myself the CRT and let's connect it and play some other games on there. Alright, so let's boot up this bad boy. Let's fire it up. There we go. Alright, let's get my Bang & Olufsen remote. Alright, I think it's also V-tape I need to press. Alright. It sounds really like shit, and I don't like it at all. Great! Yeah. Well, let's get into the Beastcake turns into Wolfie. I must say that when you're playing this on a CRT, yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It looks kind of cool, to be honest. This is absolutely the way how you should play this. Beefcake! Oh yeah. You know how to play them. Punch him in the face, kick him in the balls. That is the way how it works, because that guy doesn't have a head, so you just go to kick them. No, no Wolfie, no Wolfie, bad Wolfie, bad Wolfie, no, bad Wolfie, no, bad Wolfie. But unfortunate, when you're going to stick in a game like Virtua Racer, nope, doesn't work. And if we're going to play some Sonic and Knuckles, yeah, we can play Sonic and Knuckles, but not with the 3 on it. Nope. Also, this doesn't work. Ooh, sounds really bad. Alright, so let's try to play a little bit of Sonic. I must say that the controllers don't play that bad at all, but unfortunate thing is, it's like, we need to hold them in a certain position, otherwise we will not recognize by the system. Ray mentioned this old school technology. In 2008 they didn't have like all the fancy stuff we're having now, or it was there, but they didn't implement it because it was way too expensive. So pressing the menu button is actually just a reset button, so it will give you like a reboot or reset from a distance. Pretty cool. But let's take a close look inside this 2008 like little device. I must say that I was not really surprised that some of the cartridges didn't work, because that is like actually like the biggest problem when it comes to these devices. I've tried a couple of them, and most of the time when you're getting like a Chinese one or like, you know, like an ad games, they have like a lot of problems. Think about like multi-cars don't work, or they do boot up and actually don't play games. The same goes for flash cards, and if you're going to try multi-game cards or like combination cards, stuff like that, Action Replay, it doesn't even recognize it. I don't know why this is. Maybe this is because of the way how it basically like emulate the Sega. Oh, there we go. So I just want to give you like a peek in the inside, just how the quality is. The sides will fall off instantly. So they have like very thin wires. I love it how they like use the LED or the legs of the LED just in the inside. They didn't even like make it shorter, like they just slapped it in here and use like a shitload of hot glue to get this thing in place. The over quality of these, let's say, plastic valves are okay. You can see like they are made from very thin material, because when you're going to put in your finger, you see that they will bend instantly. Very tiny feathers or springs. This is basically the way how this thing looks in the inside. There's nothing much to see basically. PCB at the front basically like connects the front part to the main board. It does show that this is version 1.2. I'm guessing because this is like a reissue with the Street Rage games. Black blob. And that's it basically. Like there is nothing much special to see. But yeah, that's what we're going to get with this. Kind of funny, this thing is made in 2009. Oh, there we go. Almost destroyed it. So that's actually when this thing was made. So let's put it back together. The Ed Games Mega Drive from 2009, not 2008 if you're looking at the PCB. But yeah, this is more like a fun novelty to collect. And you would be like surprised maybe, these things are getting more expensive to buy. I don't know if it's because retro is getting so, let's say, popular, but in the end, like, these things are not like really fun to play on, in my opinion. They're like fun maybe to collect, to have, but if you're going to play on them, you're not going to have like the same aesthetic experience that we just had like back in the days. And again, like, if you're a new gamer and you want to play some old school games, just get yourself like a real Mega Drive or Genesis, because that's the way how to play. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and it would be great to see you in the next video.